Hello guys, welcome back to the channel guys. What's up guys? Welcome back to our weekly market analysis. So without wasting my time, we are going to dive right in from where we left off last week. So we'll begin with NAS100 on a daily time frame. So during the midweek review that I brought, I was looking at something on NAS100 that I was saying price can either come back and um, react from this point of interest and start going higher. And then I also marked out this zone that price could react from here and sell to this point of interest before marking higher. So on the daily time frame, this is the range we are currently dealing with. These are our recent range. Let me mark this out. So let's head to the 4-hour time frame. So this was the zone I marked out on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, price got to a zone. Indeed, price got to a zone. However, what we can see is that when price got to a zone, it swept our zone and then dropped a little and has started reversing. So what I can see from here is that this zone is not likely to hold, considering the momentum of um, bullish, considering the amount of bullish momentum we see in price from below here. You can see from this move down here right up to this upside. You can see the amount of bullish candles price has printed and the momentum of bullish candles price printed with little to no bearish candle. So if we are trying to sell, it's like we are just hurting ourselves. You can see this sharp turn from price over here. You can see this sharp turn from price over here. Let me draw the curve well. Can you see this sharp turn? It means that price is what currently more focused on the upside. So we are going to be more focused on the upside as price is right now. We are not going to force anything. So right now, price is currently reacting from this fair value gap right here. I don't know if price will keep going from here to the upside or it will drop. So when we drop to the lower time frame, on the 1 hour, nothing significant because price has not yet broken structure to the upside, only that it's reacting strongly from here. On the 15 minutes time frame too, let's see what price is doing. Okay, so on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see um, a rejection from the price get here. I think you can see a rejection from this zone right here. That price rejected quickly from, gave this internal break of structure, came down, and it's moving again. So for this price action, I'll just wait to see what price is doing, because you can see this let me mark it out well. You can see this zone right here is just kind of choppy. Price is not giving any um you can't even see any imbalances or fair value gaps like you see on the higher time frame. So the only advisable thing is to wait and see how price plays out. You shouldn't force it. You don't have to force anything when it comes to trading, or when it comes to trades. Don't force anything. Just wait and see how price is going to play out. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to wait. So that's it for NAS100. Currently, I'm not really seeing any zone that price would react from, except maybe um, this zone right here, and use this wick as liquidity, but it's still risky and we are not going to put all your bets in that. But the good thing, or the interesting thing about this, is that we always take our trades with confirmation. So if price in case gets here, you can look for a strong confirmation of your choice, and you trade this particular price action as you can see it. So you just have to wait, not force anything. Once again, this zone is not really um high probability for me, as you can see it, or as you can see it, but we are just going to look at what price will do here. So that's it for NAS100. We'll move on to the next pair. So the next pair is actually BTC USD, and As you can see, let me go to the daily time frame. On BTC USD, our daily time frame, our range is still intact. Our range is still intact, so nothing much really, and our zone has been mitigated. So let's go to the lower time frame and let's see something. So on the lower time frame, this is what happened here after our zone was mitigated. I actually took a trade from this zone right here. I took a trade from here. Let me show you the analysis of the trade. So when price got into this zone, we saw this reaction. Then I saw price was breaking. Let me go to the lower time frame and show you. So on the 15 minutes time frame, I took two trades from here. One won and the other lost. So I'll break them down for you. So you can see the series of um, higher highs and higher lows getting into this zone. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this low was the recent, the most. This low was the most recent low we created to get into the zone. So when price goes into this zone and broke this low, shifting, showing some kind of internal change of character. Because mind you, this is happening on the 50 minutes time frame. So I'm not expecting this change of character to determine a major move. I'm just looking for what a short-term move from this change of character. So when price gave this change of character, we had a mitigation of another block right here. So after the mitigation of this other block, I marked this low as a target for price to what to get to. On Thursday, I marked this low as a target for price to get to. So I went on to the lower time frame, which was the 5 minutes time frame. And the 5 minutes time frame, this is what I saw. So in the 5 minutes time frame, I saw that this low is a target for price to get to. So I saw price moving strongly to the bearish side. So around there, I knew that price was so close to this liquidity or this low that it is not about to reverse to this high before coming to take out this low. If anything, it would first take out this liquidity or this low before reversing to this high. So that was my logic for the trade. So on the 15 minutes, you can see we have this internal break of structure right here. Let me mark it out for you to see. Internal break right here. Then price reacted from this block here, then came down and broke another mini structure here. So this second break of the mini structure was my confirmation for my buyers that price will come to take this liquidity before moving high. So I just marked this other block out and placed my sell limit here. Targets stop loss above this high, and my target for 1:5 are logically I'm supposed to what target this liquidity like this, but normally I only trade a 1:5. And even the reason why I was comfortable going for that 1:5 is that I know that, of course, what did I do? I know that, of course, anytime price like takes a low, it does not reverse immediately. I mean, it happens, but not always. That is when price wants to sweep. So let's say price wants to sweep the low, but if price is actually breaking the low, it will move a bit in the direction of that low before reversing. That's how a break of structure always happens. So I betted on that more like a gamble, and I went for my 1 to 5 hour and price hit take profit. So after taking this low, it reversed back to this other block, which I could have taken another entry from here also to the downside, but I wasn't paying attention actually. I wasn't paying attention. So after this trade, I just went on with doing whatever I was doing. So this is where the loss came in. So on Friday, as you can see, as price reacted, reversed and reacted from this other block, the same logic again. I was expecting price to come and take this low right here to continue the bearish structure. So you can see price reversed from here on Friday dawn, price reversed from here. It didn't take the low. So I was expecting that we will come to, where did I even take my entry? Was it on the 15 minutes time frame? Good. So I was expecting that price will come to these areas, then I was expecting that price will come to these areas, then reverse from here, just like the first trade did from here, reverse from here, take out this low and keep going lower. So that's what my expectation was on Friday. So I placed my sell limit here, obviously my stop above this high here that created this whole move, and then my take profit for a 165. This trade I was actually looking to go much lower to the overall target, because this is the overall target and we were looking to go bearish, but price had other plans, so it just took me out immediately, and that was it on BTC for that particular period on Friday. So this is it on BTC. So right now what I'm expecting BTC to do is that I'm still expecting that bullish move, because on the one hand, I'm sorry, I'm still expecting the bearish move, because this high hasn't yet been taken. The only way I'll switch my bias to bullish is when this high finally gets run through this way, then I'll know that we are going higher. So currently I'm expecting the bearish move. However, I don't have any point of interest I'm watching now. Just this zone right here. I'm waiting to see if price maybe can continue lower and break significant structures. Then we can look to get into it on the retracement to the overall target. So this is my view on BTC for this week. This point of interest has been disrespected, but the low hasn't been and the high hasn't been taken yet. So I'm still watching. Only if this high gets taken, then I'll consider a bullish bias. So that's it on BTC. Let's move on to the next pair. Okay, so Euro USD. Let's look at our daily range. So currently on Euro USD, we have this high right here, our immediate high, and let's look for our immediate low. We can use this low as I like to mark out my immediate high and my immediate low as target that price could potentially get to, because those are the immediate levels of liquidity. So this immediate high, immediate low is basically just like two candles. So yeah, that's it. So on the 4 hour time frame, on the 4 hour time frame, you can see our zone we marked on Euro USD last week has been our zone we marked on Euro USD last week has been tapped or has been tapped. It has been mitigated. However, I'm not looking straight for the sells. Just like normally I'll jump into the lower time frame to look for a sell, since our zone has been tagged in. Now I'm looking for a proper mitigation of this zone. Maybe price can come here, then mitigate the zone proper before giving us confirmation to go downward, or still price can reverse from here. So in any case, if I'll consider the reversal unless price takes out this low first, then gives a retracement and a proper confirmation before I continue. I'll not continue, I'll not set a limit on the retracement to continue down, because price can engineer liquidity. Price can do this way, break this low this way, and still come and break this high, taking out traders before um, selling. So I'm not trying to be part of them. So if price breaks this low by any way, and let's say retraces to any point of interest right here, I'll still wait for confirmation to take the sells to the downside. Last week this was the low we were looking um pardon. Last week, this was a low we're looking to break to confirm a bearish bias, but I can see new highs were created as well as new lows. So this is the immediate low that I'll be watching. If price can break this, then we know that we are going bearish on Euro USD. It's all about patience, guys. You must always have patience in this market, else you rush, and after you've rushed, you've taken a loss. You see that the move you were looking for has happened, and now you have no capital to join in, or you are out of it. So this is it for EURUSD. Let's move on to the next pair. So our next pair is GBPUSD. GBPUSD and EURUSD have similar stuff. So let's mark out our daily range on this pair. So we can see our immediate high being this high right here, and our immediate low being this low. So on a 4 hour time frame, on GBPUSD, remember I told you I was looking if price can come into any of these zones, this zone right here, this zone right here, before moving higher. So on Wednesday I marked out this area that price can what react from here. However, if you can see, when price got mitigated here and dropped down, it did not take out this low, confirm a change of character. It did not take out this low. So it's like this bullish bias is still there. It's still there. So to be able, now we've created another high right here, which is more like a sweep. So if this is actually a sweep, it will be very exciting news to me, because a sweep means price can what take out this low and we start going lower, just like on EURUSD. So on the 1 hour time frame, this was the zone I marked out on Wednesday, but this zone was actually not. It was I didn't query zone, because if you look at it from the 1 hour time frame perspective, you can see that no low was broken for this um, um, point of interest to be confirmed. This last low was not broken. If anything, price mitigated this point of interest and was moving higher. So this zone should not be considered. This zone right here should not be considered. It shouldn't been considered at all. So this is the zone we mitigated, and we'll be waiting for bearish instructions from the market to give us bearish signs. Because even if you are going by the candle, look at this massive bullish candle that happened on NFP. So you should tell you the amount of bullish pressure that was in the market. So we shouldn't just rush into selling or anything. Our bias can change from bearish to bullish anytime. You must be flexible in this market, guys. You must always try to be flexible and follow what the market does or what the market teaches you. You shouldn't marry one bias. Though sometimes some traders will tell you to marry your bias, but if you always do that, market can give you signs and you ignore it. So I don't prefer marrying a bias. I prefer going according to what the market is telling me. So this is GBPUSD, guys. Before we move to the next page, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, like the channel. You can comment and let me know how your last trading week was, as well as share to other traders to benefit them, guys. You know it. YouTube says a lot of people watching this my videos, or the few people who watch my videos are not subscribers. So I really appreciate you if you take a second of your time to hit that subscribe button and that like button. I already appreciate you for viewing, but please do this one too for me. So guys, let's move to the next pair, which is US30. So on US30, let's go to the daily time frame. So as for US30, we are still going higher. We are moving higher still, just like I said on Wednesday, in the Wednesday video. So these are current highs and lows on a daily time frame. So if anything is going to happen on this pair, at least on a one of these will be taken. Either one of these high, these lows will be taken. So this can give us what a sense of direction. Though this is not like this is not like what I used to determine my buyer, but as I said earlier, these lines mark our immediate liquidity. This low is liquidity, this high is liquidity, since orders, stop orders, and all that stuff are placing. I know if you've studied market structure, you know places where liquidity lies. So that's it on US30 on a daily time frame. So on a 4 hour time frame, what I see on the 4 hour time frame is that, just like I said, US30 is going bullish, keep more bullish moves to the upside, and this is what I expected. So as for US30, I couldn't even get into any trade because the market was so strongly bullish. How many bearish candles can you see from this move? Just one, two, three, four out of all these bullish candles. So in moves like this, if you force yourself, you might get burned. Honestly, if you force yourself to maybe force a trade or sell or buy in the middle, you might get burned, guys. So just take your time and let's react to the market information. Just like I've marked these high and lows, let's just keep watching and see the opportunities US30 will present. We shouldn't force anything. Do we see anything on the 1 hour time frame? I don't think so. I don't really think so. Now that price has broken this low, some traders can say, oh, price, there have been a change of character here, so they're about to sell here. Well, I will not go by this. I will not go by this because I do not really see any need or any information that price is using to sell down from him. And the fact that I'm not going by that means that doesn't mean it's wrong. Price can get there and sell as I'm saying, and in that moment you would only react to what the message price is sending. That's why I said I don't really marry a bias, but I follow the signals and message price gives. So that's it on US30. Let's finish it with gold and silver. So starting with gold, so starting with silver, this is a silver trade I took last week. I think I broke it down Wednesday. So let's move to the daily. So on the daily time frame, we really do not have any significant low in this move, with the exception of this immediate one. What's happening? Good. This immediate one and this immediate high. Good for silver. So I remember last week I told you that for silver, for me to consider silver as fully bullish now, unless this high gets taken. And indeed, this high was taken on Tuesday, very early in the week. So now that this high is taken, we've confirmed that our bullish intentions are coming to plan the market. This overall high has also what's been taken by silver. So so this is what I'm looking at now in the market. Now that we are moving higher, see that price comes to any of these zones to react and see if we can catch a move from here. For this first zone, there is no clear liquidity here, unless maybe price creates liquidity within the course of the week before I'll really have full confidence in this zone. So it's either we come here, then find confirmation to go higher, or we come down here, find confirmation to go higher. So whatever happens, the statement still remains the same. We have to wait. So next week is basically us waiting to see the opportunities market has for us. If not, we are going to get burned. So that's it. But there's also another concern on silver right here, that this last low major um this external low that was broken has its what high right here that silver can react from. But looking at the bullish pressure that's coming, I think we are going to keep going bullish. We are going to keep going bullish. But as I said, nothing is ruled out in this market. So we will just keep an eye out and keep watching. So I think we should go back to gold. This NAS. Okay, we haven't. Have we done NAS? Yes, we've done NAS100. So we should go back to gold. We should go back to gold. Good. So gold, silver, they are correlated. So same thing on gold. I told you that for gold to keep going bullish, I need this high to be taken, and it was also taken on Wednesday. So same thing basically on gold and silver. And for gold, I think gold is reaching for these highs, just like on silver. This major external load that was broken has its roots here, so it can cause a reaction. Even though I'm expecting bullish, but it's not ruled out for um this market. So just like on silver, this zone I'll be watching on gold, even though it has no liquidity, but I'm looking if price will create any form of liquidity in the course of the week, and we will see a reaction from there. Obviously, we are going to be moving with confirmations. If in case price gets here, I'll be looking for a confirmation before continue high. I'm not just going to set a limit, then um join the move blind. Even though I trade with limit orders, don't get me wrong, I trade with limit orders, but I only set limit when my confirmations have been confirmed. So that's it on gold. I think this is the last pair with this is the last pair for this week. Before I go, don't forget I told you that I'll be bringing you an update on my Twitter pages at 7 The handle is will be placed down here below, and also within the week I'll be bringing you updates. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that when the update drops, you do not miss it. So thank you for joining this week, guys. I'll see you in the next one.